Hey gamers, let me ask you this. How many absolute hidden gems have you missed while grinding away at the latest AAA games? And what if I told you there's a world of amazing PC games out there just waiting to blow your mind, yet barely anyone is talking about them? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have 10 new must-plays to add to your gaming bucket list. But beware, you might just question every gaming choice you've ever made. Let's get into it. Number 1, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Oh, you thought mental health and Norse mythology couldn't mix? Think again. This stunning action-adventure game takes you on a deeply emotional journey through the eyes of Senua, a warrior battling psychosis. But don't worry, it's not all heavy stuff. The combat is visceral, the puzzles are mind-bending, and the sound design? Chef's kiss. Pro tip, play this one with headphones, unless you want to explain to your neighbors why you're hearing voices. And hey, don't leave yet. If you think this sounds intense, wait till you hear about a game where your decisions literally haunt you. Stay tuned. Number 2, Outer Wilds. Okay, here's a question for you. What's scarier, a time loop or space? Trick question. It's both. Welcome to Outer Wilds, a masterpiece of exploration and storytelling that somehow flew under the radar. Imagine this. You're stuck in a 22-minute time loop, racing to uncover secrets before the universe resets. Sounds relaxing, right? Nope. One wrong step and boom, black hole time. This isn't just a game. It's a cosmic mystery that'll leave you questioning the meaning of life. But hey, if space isn't your thing, maybe you'd prefer solving murders in a digital utopia. Intrigued? Let's move on. Number 3, Paradise Killer. Paradise Killer is what happens when you mix detective work, open-world exploration, and an ancient murder mystery on a neon-drenched island. Yep, it's as wild as it sounds. You play as Lady Love Dies. Yes, that's her real name. Solving the crime of the century. The twist? Everyone's a suspect, and your decisions shape the outcome. But here's the kicker. There's no hand-holding here. You want to accuse someone with zero evidence? Go for it. But don't cry when the island gods aren't impressed. If you're ready for something bold and bizarre, this one's for you. Up next, a game so intense, it'll have you sweating bullets, literally. Number 4, Furi. Here's one for the adrenaline junkies. This is a boss rush game that says, story, meh, let's fight instead. Imagine this. Every encounter is a duel against a powerful foe, each with their own mechanics and surprises. One moment, you're dodging lasers. The next, you're parrying a flurry of attacks. And the soundtrack? Absolute fire. If electronic beats don't get your blood pumping, nothing will. But don't get too comfy, because coming up is a game that'll make you question your every move, literally. Number 5, Disco Elysium. If you've ever wanted to argue with your own brain, Disco Elysium is your jam. You're a detective with amnesia, trying to solve a murder in a bleak, politically charged city. The catch? Your skills talk to you. Yep, your logic skill might suggest a clever solution, but your drama skill is screaming, no, do something ridiculous instead. It's dark, it's hilarious, and it's unlike anything you've ever played. But let's shake things up. How about a game where you literally control time? Number 6, Quantum Break. Quantum Break is a 2016 action-adventure, third-person shooter video game developed by Remedy Entertainment. Quantum Break didn't get the love it deserved, but it's here to prove that messing with time never gets old. Picture this: freezing enemies mid-attack, dodging bullets like a time-bending ninja, and piecing together a mind-blowing story with branching paths. The central plot of Quantum Break is that the hero, Jack Joyce, helps his old friend, scientist Paul Serene, conduct the first successful test of time travel. And yet, when Jack's brother Will shows up, things go awry. It's part game, part cinematic experience, and yes, speaking of cinematic, wait till you see the next game's art style. It's a feast for the eyes. Number 7, Gris isn't just a game, it's an emotional journey, wrapped in an indie platformer. Synopsis: Gris is a hopeful young girl, lost in her own world, dealing with a painful experience in her life. Her journey through sorrow is manifested in her dress, which grants new abilities to better navigate her fated reality. Gris will grow emotionally and see her world in a different way. There's no combat, no death, just pure, artistic storytelling. But don't let the beauty fool you. Coming up is a game where you'll be running for your life. Number 8, Little Nightmares. Who's ready for some nightmare fuel? Little Nightmares throws you into a terrifying, twisted world where everything is out to get you. It's all a metaphor. The world of Little Nightmares is nothing more than the allegory of a child growing into adulthood. The child characters are so grossly small compared to objects in the world, because in childhood, the world looks larger than life. The puzzles are clever, the atmosphere's chilling, and the sense of dread off the charts. If you've ever wanted to feel like a tiny, helpless bug in a world of giants, this is your game. And now for something completely different, a game that's all about breaking the fourth wall. Number 9, the Stanley Parable, a game that's less about gameplay and more about making you question your choices, your existence, and most importantly, why you're still watching this video. An omnipotent narrator tries to tell a story about Stanley, a silent office worker who one day discovers that everyone but him has disappeared from the office building. If Stanley tries to disobey the narrator, interesting things happen. Do you follow the narrator's instructions, or do you rebel? Either way, the game always has a trick up its sleeve. Speaking of tricks, the final game on this list is full of them. Are you ready for a plot twist? Number 10. Control is the definition of underrated brilliance. You are Jessie Faden, a young woman with a troubled past. You become the new director of the Bureau of Control, our frontline in researching and fighting against supernatural enemies like the Hiss, threatening our very existence. Imagine wielding telekinetic powers, battling supernatural forces, and uncovering a mind-bending conspiracy, all in one game. The story will mess with your head, the combat is incredibly satisfying, and the visuals, absolutely jaw-dropping. Trust me, this is the perfect game to end this list with a bang. There you have it, 10 underrated PC games that deserve your attention right now. Which one are you diving into first? Let me know in the comments. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to Tube Hugador, because we're just getting started on this gaming adventure. Until next time, keep playing and keep discovering.